The first light of morning is just emerging when suddenly the valley of separation trembles with a painful echo. No wind blows. No one speaks. Suddenly, a mountain rock splits in the middle. Dust rises. The light emerges and a magnificent camel comes out from inside. People tremble and step back.
Someone said in a low voice, "This is the miracle of Salih, alayhi salam."
When the people of Ad were destroyed due to their arrogance and oppression, a few believers among them who followed Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, were saved by Allah. After the punishment, the air was completely silent. Only broken houses in the valleys and the smoke of torment in the air. The remaining people look at each other and say, "Thank goodness we listened to Hud alayhi salam. If Allah had not saved us,
we would have been destroyed too."
These faithful people left the valley of Ad and set out towards another land. The journey was long, difficult, and painful. However, their descendants were in search of new land, caravans for water, prosperity, and peace. They passed through the mountainous paths of Najd and Hijaz, as then they found a nearby inhabited area, Al-Ula, where there were springs of water, gardens, and excellent fertility. Here their lineage began to grow. From here, the community continued to advance, and then their descendants reached Wadi al-Hijr, which is today called Madain Saleh. This was the beginning of the Thamud people? The Thamud lineage became a great lineage. Allah granted them physical strength, wisdom, artistic skill, the skill of carving rocks, and a natural area to live in. Everything was given. They carved entire cities inside the mountains. Such buildings with straight walls, columns towering. And even today, people are amazed by the designs and decorations. According to the Quran, they built palaces in the plains and carved houses out of the mountains. Their settlements had a royal system. Lights in the markets, trade sounds, and the glow of torches at night. There were gardens in the valleys, the sweet fragrance of dates, lush green land. But then, forgetting gratitude for blessings, arrogance came.
We have made all this with our strength and intelligence.
When power led astray. Then their hearts became hardened. They made carved idols in the mountains their deities. Forgetting Allah, they began to call upon natural forces. Grant us great strength. So much pride in their strength, wealth, and the ability to carve mountains, they say,
"Who is greater than us in this world?"
oppressing the weak, taking away their rights, and considering the will of the leaders as the law. All of this was like this. Like when a person abandons God's law to create their own and then declares themselves exempt from it forever. This all seems somewhat familiar. Sorry. Corruption in the nation of Thamud? Indecency and sin were common. Their famous saying was,
"We carve mountains to build houses. Who can stand against us?"
They began to consider blessings as their own strength. They forgot that Allah gives and Allah takes away. In this valley, a blessed family, in the house of Ubaid bin Masih, a radiant child was born, Salih alayhi salam. From childhood, gentleness, wisdom, light, depth of thought, a heart inclined towards truth, everything was evident in him. The elders of the community often said,
"This boy is not ordinary. There is a lot of depth in his words."
When he became young, his attitude was completely different. The glitter of the world did not attract him. He would spend time alone remembering Allah. Then one night, Allah granted him prophethood.
Prophet Salih went to his community and said, "Worship only Allah. You have no deity other than Him." Allah haptum kamba sumun satorde. The leaders of the community laughed.
They say, until yesterday you were our wise friend. Today you are stopping us from our deities. Oh, we used to consider you virtuous.
But now you are stopping us from the things that have been passed down from our ancestors. Saleh, peace be upon him, explained lovingly, this valley, these buildings, this nature are blessings from Allah.
Be grateful. Do not commit shirk. But the people's response was, do not speak without evidence.
If you are a true prophet, then show us a sign, the leaders said. Make a living She-Camel come out from inside this rocky hill.
Then we will believe. Saleh, peace be upon him, went with those people to the mountain and prayed to Allah, "O Lord, you are the witness, show your sign." Then, in a moment, the color of the valley began to change. The mountain split open from the middle. The wave of light startled everyone, and then a magnificent she-camel emerged from the rock. It was not an ordinary camel. In the Quran, it is referred to as Naqatullah, Allah's camel, and called a sign. His awe, His greatness. The people's eyes saw something like this for the first time. The miracle did not stop there. The camel would drink water from the valley's well all day, and the entire well would be empty. People would become worried. The well's entire water was finished. But Allah also provided compensation for it. The next day, the entire community was nourished by its milk. Enough milk that every house, every animal, every child had their needs fulfilled.
One day, when the camel drinks from the well, no one else will get water from it. And the next day, you all can drink from the well, meaning one day for the camel and the next day for the people.
But the community did not endure this test either. The leader says, "Our freedom has been taken away. A nation will rule over our water." Their arrogance has resurfaced when some people began to believe. A red aura of greed and control appeared on the leaders' faces. They said,
"Because of this camel, Saleh's respect is increasing. If we do nothing, the people will follow him."
Then they plotted a conspiracy.
Erase this sign!
The influence of Saleh will also disappear.
A rich woman said,
"Whoever kills this camel, I will marry my daughter to him."
The young men got ready. Tonight,
This Othni will not survive.
As Othni was returning after drinking a lot of water, the killers followed behind. First, one shot an arrow. Othni's foot got injured. Then everyone attacked. And in one attack, that symbol was killed.
The community cried out, "We have killed Othni! Now all the water is ours!" This was the crime for which punishment was promised.
Prophet Salih came. His face was pale, tears in his eyes.
What have you done, people? You have killed the sign of Allah. Now you have only 3 days left.
It is a punishment.
I can't see anything. But then the countdown of the punishment began. The first day, faces turned pale. Second day, faces red, air hot, sky red. Third day, faces blackened. The smell of death in the valley. We made a mistake. And then before dawn, the sky swayed, the mountains shook, a terrifying sound from the ground. And then a scream. The heart burst with such a scream. Souls left the bodies. All the people of the community lay upside down in their homes.
It is mentioned in the Quran. A scream seized them.
The tribe of Thamud was destroyed. Prophet Salih, peace be upon him, stood at the edge of the valley and said, I had advised you, but you did not like the counsel. The plain of Salih testifies to this day that when the sign of Allah is denied, nations are not saved by buildings, but by faith. If you like this Quranic story, like the video. Write in the comments which nation story you want to see in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.